So it has been one hell of a week for Star Wars, hasn't it? We've had the new trailer for Episode 7, we've had Battlefront, we've had more content for Rebels, and now, well over a year ahead of its release, we've had a slight leak teaser for the next Star Wars film, which will be part of an anthology. Not a trilogy and not a standalone, it's part of an anthology. Star Wars Rogue One, which will be the first of its kind, really. It'll be kind of interesting to see. So, this film will be directed by Gareth Edwards. Unlike with J.J. Abrams, different style altogether. This will be more of a heist/war movie. And when I think of that, I immediately think of Kelly's Heroes of Clint Eastwood and Donald Sutherland. So, we got that. So this movie will be set between episodes 3 and 4, obviously, because it will be involving the Death Star. I've seen this leaked trailer, which I'll show a few odd pictures throughout, but there's no good footage of it. And will it be released out? I have no idea. So the film will be set, I'd say, maybe within the year leading up to episode 4. That's my guess, because in episode 4, Leia gets the transmission of the Death Star plans. That kicks off episode 4 and the original trilogy. This film will set up episode 4. So a prequel, another prequel we're getting, but from a different angle. We're not having a load of Jedi, we're having like the rebellion, the actual, maybe the formation of them, these ragtag groups coming together to say, look, there's a big ass super weapon being built, we may find a weakness. So they've got the crews from other like kind of action movies. They've got crews from Saving Private Ryan, Black Hawk Down, and Zero Dark 30. So we've got crews from a mixture of these movies working on a Star Wars movie. From the guy who brought us Godzilla! Which was, it was better than the 1990 version, wasn't it? But you could have done with more Godzilla. I've said this multiple times already. Godzilla would have been better if you had more Godzilla and you had better characters and more Bryan fucking Cranston. It would have been better. Also, the lead in this will be Felicity Jones from The Theory of Everything. So, I look forward to seeing what she brings to this Star Wars universe. It should be a good film. But that quote during that trailer. During the trailer we see what looks like a jungle-like planet, a gorge, and we hear Obi-Wan's quote from A New Hope. That over 1,000 generations, we Jedi, I'm paraphrasing here because it's been a while since I watched it, were the guardians of peace and justice in the galaxy. For the dark times, for the Empire. And we see this TIE fighter flying over shot with that iconic screeching sound, and then in the blue sky we see the Death Star built. It should be good. It'll be an interesting movie to see, and I'm looking forward to it. It's like, this seems to be, Star Wars is bigger than it's ever been now. Like, I remember as a kid, again, watching the original trilogy, setting up for the prequels coming out. It was kind of a big time for Star Wars. Yes, the films weren't that great, but there seemed to be a lot of community for it. There was a lot of people going on about, talking about, people who really may have not been into Star Wars, but it was in general conversation. Oh, new Star Wars, new this, new that. Hey, it's bigger than it's ever been. Maybe because we're not just getting a trilogy anymore, we're getting other films and other material out of it. It is a good time to be a Star Wars fan, depending on where you stand, really. Yes, there are a few people who don't want to see these movies, but they're going to miss out. Or like, no, I'll be probably enjoying this movie, probably won't even give a thought about it. But Star Wars Rogue One, a action World War II movie in space for the heist of the Death Star plans. What are your thoughts on this? Because it sounds like a good concept. Stick around.